Like a lot of things in life, if it's not growing, it's dying. And a lot of the time in relationships, we encounter problems over problems over problems. And sometimes it seems like no matter how you work together, it doesn't seem to be working out. So here, I want to share with you 3 simple signs that it may be time to end your relationship. But before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everyone, this is Akarshana here, and in this video I want to share with you 3 signs that maybe it's time to end your relationship. Now I know this is one of those topics that nobody really wants to speak about, nobody really wants to face, especially when you are in a situation and you feel very attached to the other person because of the time you've spent together, because of the love you've invested and the energy you've invested towards the relationship and all the things you've tried. And then a lot of the time we think of all the happy times that we've had together, even when right now it may be going through a lot of chaos and it may not be the perfect vibrational alignment, but sometimes we have to know how to cut the cord at the right time so we don't waste any more energy on something that is not empowering us or making us a better person. So, going straight on to the first sign. The first sign is attachment to past problems. Now, if you're in one of those relationships where maybe you've made some mistakes before, or maybe they've made some mistakes before, or maybe there's been some misunderstanding in different situations and scenarios before, and you have a partner, or maybe you, for whatever reason, have this attachment to a lot of the old things that happened, and you constantly go back and refer to those points, or they may do so. And you're just having a nice day, spending some time together, and you're having a lovely conversation. And then suddenly, because you say something, it creates a reaction, and then they bring back something that you said maybe a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, or something that you done, or something that they done. And these things get brought up, and it keeps getting brought up. Maybe time has passed by. It's been years now. But 2 people have this attachment to the past and is not letting go of the past. And if 2 people are not willing to let go of the past, let me tell you something, we are bringing the past problems into the present, and then we are manifesting more of it for the future. So unless 2 is able to totally detach and let that go, these problems will continue to occur. So it doesn't create a very healthy relationship. Now moving on to sign number 2, effort is no longer there. Now I said this in a previous video, a lot of the time at the beginning of relationships we'll find that we work extremely hard towards a relationship. We try to impress, right? Because we want to get the prize. And so a lot of the time we put so much effort in, and then what happens is the moment we win the prize, often what happens is that spark kind of starts disappearing. But the spark only disappears because the person isn't there igniting it all the time. In the past, they used to do things, surprises for each other, or kind, loving gestures, or take the time and effort. And they used to do these things, and it used to ignite that spark, and that's why the spark was there. And now if 2 people are together and both people are no longer igniting, they're just taking each other for granted. And just days are just passing by, and it's just becoming something that you're just used to. You know, it's like a routine. It's like, oh, I just need to brush my teeth today. It's not that you love doing it. So if we start realizing that the effort is no longer there, whether that be from yourself or from the other person, unless both are willing to put that effort back in, to keep igniting it like we did at the beginning, because always remember, persistency allows you to get something, but consistency is what allows you to keep it. So the question is, are the 2 people still willing to keep igniting and keep that spark going in a relationship? The third sign, values apart. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, like everything else in life, if it's not growing, it's dying. And sometimes in a relationship, it could be, especially those of you who are watching this video and follow a lot of my work, it's very likely that you are going through a spiritual path, spiritual awakening. And often when you're going through a spiritual awakening, you can't really say, hey, I'm going to take you, you, and you with me at the same time, because they have to have it in their divine timing. And so sometimes it may be a case that we try to explain to them what we're going through and try to get them to understand, but maybe they're on a complete different wavelength. And if that's the case, what will happen is slowly, you'll feel that you're growing apart. And so your values in life will start to change. How you value things, kindness, compassion, right? What you eat, how you treat people, how positive you are, your vibrational frequency, all of these will start to change, and you start living worlds apart or values apart. And if that's the case, it will continue to grow apart. Now, the only way to save a relationship like that is if the other person is actually willing to go on this personal development journey or this spiritual awakening journey with you. At the end of the day, if their mind is open and their heart is open and they want to make the relationship work, then two people can grow together. But if they are very closed mindset and they're stuck in their old beliefs and they're not willing to make that change or be open to listen and learn, then it's going to get further and further apart. So just to wrap up, these are the 3 signs that maybe it's time to end a relationship. Now I know, like I said at the beginning, it's not a nice thought to need to end a relationship, but always understand, if you are not growing, you're dying. And if you're growing apart, then why are we wasting our energy away and wasting our time when we need to experience the most abundant love in our life? And there is that love out there for every single one of you. So maybe by separating, both will be able to find their alignment and be much happier in a different environment. Or alternatively, you may look at these signs and make it work. So on that note, I send my love and prayers to all of you on your journey ahead. And if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know if you can relate to any of the points that we spoke about today. And also let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm signing out. Namaste. Ciao.